Good thing I waited to start mine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What?
We've been talking about bullshit for like 20 minutes.
We could do that for like 3 hours if we tried. Now at this point.
Oh, absolutely. We're good enough friends.
Alrighty. So, speaking of good enough friends, person doing the last time this time is Brian.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is a problem.
You don't remember.
I kind of don't, because I wasn't expecting Locke to have anything to do last time, and I was also really tired, so all of last session I was kind of checked out.
We just had a fight.
Yeah, as I recall, last time, apparently, in the middle of the night, our partygoers over at the inn in Yukiagi discovered one of the people working at said inn grabbing up all of their shit and preparing to skip town, and naturally, us being the inquisitive sort, all of a sudden, we decided, or the group decided to question, like, hey, what's going on? Why you flipping shit? Why you leaving? And the individual told us that apparently she had spotted people amongst the crowds recently that she knew to be part of like a human trafficking group of some sort that she had gotten away from in the past, and she didn't want to stick around in case they were here for her. And so, having an attachment to this town, our party agreed as a favor to help her fight off whoever these abductors were. Everyone was woken up, we did some scouting around the town, and eventually we found the would-be human snatchers, sure enough, and as it turned out, they were being led by the same individual who attacked us in the past that were after Byrn, so that raised some questions. But regardless, we took them down and whooped their asses, and insofar as we can tell, there were no survivors and no stragglers. So we can assume that at least for a while, we're not going to have to worry about that particular group. With that squared away, we all just kind of went back to bed and took a nap.
I mean, yeah.
I don't think anything else important happened. If I'm incorrect, step on my pinky toe, I guess.
I mean, you for being checked out for most of the session, you did get it largely correct.
Largely, that tells me I got something wrong.
Well, no, it's more like
We'll never tell.
It's more like the fact that it was. I don't know if it was specifically said or just like hinted at more out of character that there was going to be a like a month's vacation in game for people involved, because largely because Silver was done with dealing with all the craziness of the Hells and wanted a break for like a month. Yeah, other than, mentions of that, and the following morning, Locke stayed in town, of course, but the rest of the adventuring party had traveled away to figure out what they were going to be doing for that month's time. In light of that, I believe Bjorn was going to eventually make his way to Rydell and find Mudslide and hang out with her for a while.
The idea was hopefully to see if I could drag her along on some adventures in the area.
Oh yeah, definitely. Leading to Mudslide having to give away her spot as bouncer for the idle Tomcat so that she could travel around with Bjorn, which initially, when asking Unray and then Serpine, who is the actual proprietor of the idle Tomcat, who Bjorn has never met, not directly anyway.
Oh, and here I thought Unray owned it.
Oh no, she's just the star of the show, as it were. She doesn't actually own the place.
Oops.
But she has a lot of sway in town for various reasons, but at the same time, she does not actually own the idle Tomcat.
Let's put it this way. Her name is not on the paperwork, but whoever's name is on the paperwork totally answers to her.
Okay.
Not professionally, but personally.
That sounds more likely.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It's like, I don't own the place, but I do run it.
Pretty much, yeah. that would be fitting, yes. Which
I have someone else to handle the accounting.
when it comes to the elements of like deciding if a worker can leave, yeah, they'll usually go to Unray because Unray's always there. The actual owner is not. So yeah. But either way, that was easily achieved, and Bjorn was able to go off and do any and whatever adventure you wanted to have with Mudslide.
What kind of adventures?
Yeah. Whatever kind of adventures Bjorn wanted to find that would be reasonable in the given area, considering.
Did you say go fight cave trolls?
We're gonna end up fighting a cave troll at some point during this one. It won't be on purpose. It'll probably be mid-picnic.
Mid-picnic.
You could probably find a cave troll out near the mountains and up here in Karakol somewhere.
Alright, well.
Oh, really?
Reasonable enough.
Fuck up a cave troll.
And then Yong and Silver had their adventures and things.
Super busy.
Oh yeah.
So busy.
And then I believe Byrn had some little misadventures of his own, huh?
Yeah.
One of which was was grabbing Yong to go and do a thing with her because the two had a discussion prior, before saving Silver, of wanting to do some more roguish things together, along with actually helping somebody. So yeah, they did their own thing for a bit. And did anyone have, of the actual player party, did any one of you want to have anything discussed prior to splitting up, like as you were making your way towards Rydell? Yes, that. I don't know if anybody wanted to have anything they wanted to discuss prior to actually separating, and I was going to give that option to you guys. But yeah.
Or not.
Nothing specific comes to mind.
You're not even in there. You're
Of course
just like in your house.
You're not there. But yeah, I do know that in the travel that there was a brief discussion between Byrn and Oak for a moment. But considering that Byrn and Oak are the two that would have the best perception, and Oak would not necessarily say this out loud while traveling, per se, I don't think anyone's going to really interrupt such a thing. Especially considering that Yong and Silver are in their own little world over there with the riding on Silver's steed and whatnot.
The magical, sparkly warhorse. Because she got jealous of Bjorn riding a giant antler thing. Was it an elk or reindeer? I can't remember.
Elk.
It's an elk.
Yeah, elk. Haha, you
Rude.
get stuck on trees.
Rude.
It would actually be kind of difficult for Rupert to make his way through the Misty Timberland, the forest near the Misty Village, when you eventually make it there. But yeah, it would probably be tricky. But Byrn has been there before, so Byrn and Oak both have been there before, so they can sort of help guide your path since you've never been there. But this would actually allow for Bjorn to meet up with Oak's family briefly, because he never actually has a chance to do that. Or at least
I thought he did. I thought he got trapped by trouble once.
he might have. I don't know. But regardless, he might actually get trapped by trouble in this little excursion.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Because, he has shiny armor that, he makes his way through the trees, and then the armor seems to shrug off all the excess leaves and crap on its own. And it's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, now I remember, because he went to go buy some interesting alcohol from Snack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That possibly could be questionable.
Yeah. Okay. So he has
And
been
something
there
about a Yeti.
briefly. But yeah, beyond that, that is potentially where a group will more likely disperse, with Oak, Silver, and Yong staying in the village for a little bit, and then the others moving on to Rydell. So beyond that, about a month-ish later, we will actually be opening up this session proper with the party reconvening down here in Eauser, which is why the party token's all the way down there.
That's where it is. I was starting to wonder.
Where's that?
Down here to the left of
Over an
Caverton.
eraser.
I see.
EA user.
Yes, EA user. Sure, we'll take that.
The worst kind of user.
You have been pinged there, Brian.
Well,
Yeah, I'm getting like 0 feedback over here, so I'm just checking.
Okay.
give me a moment.
Type.
The typity of the response,
Uh-huh.
possibly.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
There was one thing that happened off camera that I'm touching base with Locke, because it would have been between Byrn and him.
Mm.
So if at some point that becomes relevant, that's in character. If the assumption I made in his behalf makes sense.
Un momento. I need to pull up Locke's character sheet because there's something I need to check.
I didn't think it was that complicated.
It's not. I'm
Okay.
just leaving it up to the dice.
Oh,
Ah,
the dice
okay.
rule.
Okay. Can I whisper roll to person?
How do you whisper to a person?
I don't know.
I don't think.
I mean, it's just select.
/W the person's name, actually.
Oh, does that actually let you roll that way?
I don't know if you can roll that way. I know you can message that way. I don't know if you can roll that way.
Here. Yeah, try it.
You might have to type it as opposed to click.
Man, just roll a flat d20 and do the math manually.
Fine.
We're making it too complicated. So it's gonna be like, what, a 30?
No.
More like 27.
Oh,
Not that
I don't
high.
know.
Crazy people.
Dude, you got so weird, like, high shit. Granted, Silver does too, but...
Silver has the high stuff that, that matters in the saves.
In the saves, yes. Well, except for wisdom.
Oh, that's good.
Her wisdom is lackluster.
Actually, that makes sense because she's been mind controlled before.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Should have remembered to do that.
All the time.
Okay. Yeah, probably should have, but oh well. Okay, we squared it away.
Oh, I mean, I could have sat there and just gone on talking about like what shit that Silver's been through, what she's been doing off for a month to keep the quiet down. But
sorry, I assumed it was going to be this, right? Yeah.
no, roll.
But then I was like, you know what? That actually sounds tempting. Let's do a thing. Oh wait, no, that's the context. Okay, no, never mind.
So yes, like I said, if that ever becomes relevant, that's in character.
Gotcha.
Cool. Mysteriousness.
The world may never know.
Mysteriousness from the mysterious one. Anyway, so following that, the group will be meeting back up in the Eauser to prepare to take a boat to Ebon, or at least that is the general idea. However,
why are we going to Ebon?
Well, you're going to. It's funny that Silver should ask that, because Silver might be getting the message to say maybe why.
Well, yeah, I know that I'm sitting here going like, why are we jumping to that?
So.
How are we all meeting up? Are we just like, oh look, we all appear in this tower? Oh, okay.
So, first and foremost, we will say that the group can make their way back to, everyone can meet up in Eauser, which Yong and Silver are already there. And it's the rest of the party that has to come there to meet up. Which...
It's like, nah, we're done going to you, you come to us now.
It basically was a message sending spell from probably Oak to check in with Yong, and then yeah, let's all meet up in Eauser. So it is probably going to be early morning or mid-afternoon by the time that Bjorn arrives. And yeah, you guys will meet up briefly. Bjorn and Oak coming to meet up with Yong and Silver.
Greetings, friends.
Oh, welcome. Yes, I see you didn't get lost on any of your adventures.
I wouldn't say I didn't get lost, but I end up in the right place eventually.
So, do we want to say anything that may be new for characters?
I'm gonna say
anything new.
I'm gonna say Bjorn has switched back to his old armor.
Well, what happened to the other one? Where'd the shininess go?
I'm gonna say Mudslide made him take it off when they were going after the cave troll, because she didn't want it to give away their position.
Because it shines. Got it. Fair enough.
Wait, so you glowed? It glowed?
No, but it was like really like I'm imagining like a very like mirror polish kind of reflective shine to it, you know.
Uh-huh.
It didn't glow by way of magic and actually glow, but when sunlight hit it the right way, because it was so clean consistently, it would reflect. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean, it's the same stats and whatnot, so it doesn't much matter for combat stuff, but...
Yeah, pure flavor.
Yeah.
I guess if it's pure flavor, Silver's just carrying around a shield that has her god symbol on it. But that's it.
Okay. So, following with that, then, you guys...
So what kind of adventure should we get in trouble in?
What's that?
Bjorn.
What kind of trouble should we get? I'm asking anyone of everyone that's gathered to be like, so what kind of adventure or trouble should we get into today?
The cookie jar.
Where's the cookie jar? I will go try to take a cookie.
That baby over there has a cookie.
Shit! No.
Okay. Silver's the limit. Stealing candy from a baby. Good to know.
It's okay. We
Sorry?
can give the baby something in return.
Knock on cookie.
Knock on cookie.
Jesus.
Oh, we're fucking stupid.
Anyway.
I'm not even here and I started shit.
You did, yes. Good job.
It is your way.
I guess.
So
why did you guys go fight a cave troll?
It was good money. And a good time.
Huh. I think the only interesting thing we did was find a missing person.
Oh?
Yes.
my ears are still ringing.
What kind
from
of
that.
missing?
It's been... Do you need to see a doctor about that?
Oh, you mean a cleric? Hey, oh, Kel.
Doctor, cleric, whatever. Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
I mean, we were just at my temple. You could have just asked him. Ask that guy. But, okay.
Yeah, regardless.
But yeah, no, we found a missing person. She was, so, you know that, little magic hat you got? That allows you to appear different?
Yes. One of my favorites, yes.
I had stolen that from a guy. It turns out the girl that we went and rescued, she worked for that guy. But she was missing, and so we went and rescued her out from mine, and pretty much put her ex-boyfriend in jail. Is he still in jail?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope so.
The gods above will say yes, so that the players can continue. But the characters
Awesome.
don't actually know.
Wild.
Yep.
It was weird. Music came out of her. It was weird. And it hurt.
Music monster.
Music came out of her?
Yeah, she like opened her mouth and all of a sudden there was like this giant cacophony of music, I guess. Drugs are back.
Especially
Yeah,
when
just
those,
the music.
when those drugs are a musically inclined aberration that possesses people. Anyway.
Yes. So that was fun.
Sounds like an experience.
Oak, have you been up to anything? Or were you just grounded for a month?
Well, not for the entire month. Part of it, but not all of it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't really do a whole lot, though. I just sort of hung out in Misty Village for a while. Yeah. Not a whole lot exciting on my end. Christine made a new tea. That was fun. It was pretty tasty.
She what?
She made a new tea. She had a new recipe.
She made a new tea.
She had a new recipe that she concocted of mixing certain herbs together in a different way, and it was kind of cool.
Is it good?
It was good.
Do you have any on you?
I should have brought some. That's a good point.
Well, next time we go there, we'll get some.
Yeah.
What?
Bjorn was over here getting all excited about this.
What, you like tea?
What? It's a good hot drink. It's a wonderful thing.
I thought you just survived off of wine and ale.
Wine and ale is certainly good most times. But when it gets really, really fucking cold outside, the whiteout blizzards, heat is more important.
So you spent a whole month on this continent. How do you feel with this weather compared to Bond? Do you miss it?
Well, I'd like to be able to wear my undershirts again.
You don't
I'm down to just the one now. Even that feels warm. How do you people live here long term?
I don't know.
Because we don't have to have those. Anyway,
Well, maybe we might find an adventure that takes us back to Ebon, so you can feel normal again.
It's been too long since I shivered.
so, in light of that, it's also important to note that, someone is actually, missing.
Yes, there seems to be a lack of Byrn here.
Oh, did you message? Did you forget to message him?
I did, but I didn't get any kind of, he told me he was taking care of something and he would be here when we got here. So.
But he's not here, so do we wait?
Maybe? Somebody else hears him say something? I don't know.
Why don't you try a message? Can you message him again and be like, hey, we're all here, where are you? It's not cool, man. Just leave us hanging.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then, Oak will send out a message to a Byrn. We have all just arrived in Eauser. Is everything okay? And everyone will have heard Oak say that for purposes of message. And then, he's like, ha 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 ha. I don't know who hit the crickets. Anyway. So, he will be quiet for a second, and then, well, Byrn's response was, that his situation has gotten complicated, and he will catch up with us later.
Okay.
If he knows where we are when we get there and messages me again, I can tell him where we are, wherever it is that we decide to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
So.
Oh, here, let me tell you. So, when we were going after that missing girl, I found out I could do something really interesting. Turns out, when you do, like, the Find Steed spell and stuff, and you get your steed, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I found out, I could cast haste to make the horse faster. And we can go like Mach speed. And I can cast it 8 times.
Bjorn has a 1,000-yard stare.
You good?
There are so many possibilities.
I know, right? You see, we were in the middle of town. And we caught up to someone who was already outside of town riding north. In a couple of minutes. It was amazing. Surprised we didn't hit anything along the way.
I was going to ask if there was any collateral from that. Yeah.
The only collateral was the guy's horse freaked out, and Yong knocked his ass off. But that's pretty much it.
Alright, I have a question for the DM.
Uh-huh.
Which is coming directly from within Bjorn's own mind. If he were riding on Rupert's back in battle, and haste were cast upon Rupert, so Rupert was moving super fast, and he charged the enemy at full speed on Rupert's back and swung his sword as he passed them by, would he get bonus damage for that?
I'm sure there are rules for mounted combat somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are, but I'm not familiar with them offhand.
I would.
Also, I was going to sit there and be like, impale someone on the antlers?
That's also a
bypass
possibility.
armor?
I would say that, realistically speaking, if you went through all, if we went through all of the rulings and things, you could probably find something like Charger or a feat of that sort as a means to. I had people messaging me while I was trying to talk. Anywho, so, yeah, if you were making use of enhanced speed and other such shenanigans, I would imagine that I could effectively give you the benefit that would come through with the Charger feat, which is something like either extra damage and or advantage on an attack roll made at a increased speed kind of a thing.
Gotcha. Alright. Let's see.
So
I'll look that up.
but anywho,
So yes, we're all just sitting here talking about stuff that we did.
Yep. Briefly for a little bit, speaking of stuff. And then Silver is going to get a sending message.
Okay.
From a voice that is somewhat familiar.
Okay.
If the person who I'm going to give that voice to, give the control of that character to, is able at this point.
Yeah, I guess I can. I was making a thing.
Of course you were making a thing.
So, for your benefit, I'm also
What do I hear?
apparently up to 20 words. Repentful, soon to be saddened, pitiful town, victims of war, the powerful, consumed, innocents, abandoned. Please make haste to Mork.
Well, that was concise.
And
Wait,
exactly 20 words.
Oh, jeez. So this is what so she recognizes who it is?
Yes. It is.
Who is it?
Razzo.
Right, okay,
So-
we might need a refresher.
Razzo is the guy that sat there and did like pretty much tested us in a bond,
Didn't we fuck
and
with him?
it caught
Like, fight him?
it. Kind of, yeah, because something happened, and then Silver started freaking out because she was having flashbacks, and it was just like a horrible night.
That was like right when we picked up Bjorn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in more.
After. Yep.
So basically, it's like what Silver's gonna sit there and say, and she's gonna say this out loud. Ow, you are annoying. Please leave a message after the beep, and we'll get to you in a few hours. Beep.
What?
Bjorn's just gonna kind of cock his head at you.
Sorry,
Everything's on fire! We're all going to die! I'll get back to you in 5 minutes. I'm at an appointment right now. You mother...
No. But no, she's just gonna be like, no, what she actually is going to say, because that's just the thing that she was like doing, just a reference.
I have prepared responses. I was freaking out. My responses don't respond to that.
Yes, be thrown off by me. No. What she's truly going to sit there and be like, well, we can take a boat. We're in a port town. Or if you want to pay extra, we can try to find a teleporter. Don't know where we can find one yet. They're going to give me more just random stuff? Not mystic encryption bullshit?
I was trying to fit a lot of meaning into a little of words.
Yeah, I get that, because apparently something's going on. And she's just sitting there waiting, like, are you going to be okay with us taking a boat, or do you want us to find a teleporter? But if we do the teleporter, you're going to have to dish out extra money, because we might have to pay.
Can the sky remind me about how long the boat trip takes?
The initial trip to Ebon, I believe, was, I want to say 2 weeks, I think, when you initially
That sounds about right.
When you were going the wrong direction, yeah?
That sounds about right.
I was like, yeah, because it took us like a month to get to the those isles.
So,
weeks to Ebon. Cluster or whatever the fuck it is.
So I guess you would get in response. The unfortunately, money is a problem. I can explain when you get here. Come however you can, I guess.
Haha! It was less cryptic because you didn't have as much time to prepare it.
Yeah.
I still want to know what the other ones.
I worked hard on them while I was at work, so you will get them regardless.
Okay, good.
Do you want to read off the other ones?
I mean, let's see how this ends out first.
Okay, fair enough.
So that is the reply.
All right, we'll make haste. Is there a gigantic war going on up there? What happening?
So
that could almost fit an answer from your second one.
Exactly. I changed 2 words. So
just like, what happened? What happening?
The reply will then be, everyone homeless, it's chaos, trying better. Good intentions, debt owed, complicated, mistake, dragon, giant, no time, need you, please come.
I'm going to ignore that last part. But yeah, we're on our way. We're gonna go find a boat right this second. Anything else useful, let me know. It's just, Silver's gonna be like, okay guys. So, the mayor of Mark, mayor or whatever his name, Mark, just contacted. He needs our help. Some shit's going down. Everyone's homeless for some reason. So yeah, let's go find a boat. So instead of this tavern, let's go head down to the docked tavern and see who's here. Well, she was like, any more info, please give.
Yeah, eventually. I was expecting that, and
she's just like, huh? Well, no, because I figured it's like, okay, so there's something going on, big war going. So, possibly a war going on. Innocents are possibly getting hurt. Important people died? Question mark. And giant dragon, no time. Debt owed.
And then I was expecting the first one you to be like, give me more info, and so then it was going to be all this chaotic stuff, and then if you kept asking, it was going to be like, I'm sorry, the situation is really quite dire, and the answers lead to yet but more questions. I'm out of charges. That was the end of that. Yep.
I can't.
So you
cast
couldn't
the
just keep
spell
asking
anymore.
infinitely, give me more info.
This is dire. I can't help you. I'm out of time. I can't cast anymore.
Pretty much.
That's fine.
Because you see, after all, Razzo is not a cleric.
No, of course not.
So, charges are because he had to use a magic item to do it. Because it is his voice, it is him sending the spell, but Razzo can't cast said spell. So, but Razzo is a mayor, and Razzo has lots of money. He could easily get a magic item to allow him to do so.
But apparently money is an issue right now.
He had money previously to get the magic item prior to things going to crap. But anyway.
David is suffering from an internet loss. Last we checked, he was resetting his modem, so we'll see what happens. We're going to keep pressing on for the moment regardless, and hopefully he'll be back in a timely manner. But for now, resume.
Yes. And
so, resuming. So, let's get out of this tavern, go down to the dock tavern, and see if we can find us a ship to Ebon. And look at that, Bjorn, you're going back home. You can feel better now. Anyway.
That sounds chilly and wonderful.
Right, I'll have to fill in for Bjorn until David gets back if he can't make it back on his own terms.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have access to his sheet and understand the character okay-ish, so...
Yeah.
So yes, we go down. And I am serious about Silver booting in the door.
Why?
Because she wants to make an entrance, get everyone's attention, and be like, hey, we need to get to Ebon. Who's going to take us? We're a fun adventuring party. It's going to be amazing. Nothing bad will happen.
Nothing at all.
We're the main characters.
We got plot armor.
We have plot armor and the attention of God. Who is a sadistic little story writer.
I'm sorry, I thought you said we got the attention span of a goldfish. So I am very sorry about that loud noise, because I was trying not to choke on my drink.
But yeah, you will...
Okay.
You will boot, door, push, and...
Oh, we're a group of adventurers, and we're looking for a lovely ship to take us to Ebon. Who's going to take us?
And you will find yourselves meeting with a very familiar captain that you had encountered before. Not the fun one that made a lot of the characters get distracted when you went to Ebon. Actually went to Ebon, but rather the one that took you to Muzuchad the first time. And he is going to recognize at least some of the party. Not everybody, but some. Most of the party, actually, because the only person there that he would not recognize...
Yeah, just the three of us.
The only person there that he would not recognize would be, no. Yeah. So, he knows everybody that's in this party. And, he will be able to...
Is it just him in here?
At least inside the tavern, yes.
Okay.
Slow day.
Well, it's just him that immediately comes to you because he knows he's met you guys before, and he'll jump at the chance to have you on the boat ride again. Because you kind of saved them from devil sharks and sahuagin. So, yeah, there's other ship captains in there. You might even see a elf individual that Silver was briefly infatuated by when she did not tell that she wanted to, the one that actually took you to the bond that one time. But she...
Wait, so That lady's here?
She is.
Oh, great. Well then.
But she's she isn't the one that jumps at the chance to have you on a boat again. So
It's like, nope, we're not going there.
if you want to inquire about the conversation with her to possibly ride on her boat, you can, but she's not going to come to you for it.
No.
So
What? No takers?
the captain from before, he totally stood up to meet you with that. Sure.
I didn't know he stood up.
I'll take you to Ebon.
Good. When do you leave?
We're actually getting all the supplies together to do a supply run, so next couple hours?
Good, because we need to get to Ebon fast.
Well, can't go much faster than what the winds will allow us, but we can get you there in a timely manner.
My point still stands. Alright, meet you at your boat.
And then you are going to make your way to a boat. So you guys will make your way to the same boat that you had rode before.
Rid road.
Yes. And
Sailed before.
whichever way you want to put it. And you will be along the way to the boat actually getting ready to leave. You will encounter a somewhat familiar small individual. Enter.
So is this on the boat itself?
Just before getting ready to actually leave port and sail on the boat itself, yes.
So yes, on the boat. All right.
Enter Skunk.
Yeah.
And at present, Skunk is leaning against a railing on the far side of the ship, just looking at the water, tail swishing. And for the sake of the audience, who might not remember this guy, because he was only here once for 15 minutes a year and a half ago,
I have been chosen.
to the rest of the party, you would see a surprisingly tall, for the usual D&D conventions of Kobold heights, Kobold, though he is visibly on the lithe and kind of slender side. Most notably is the cloak he wears over his shoulders. It's black fur, and it appears to have been colored, like deliberately dyed to have the white stripy pattern that you would see on the back of an actual skunk. So at a glance, it's like, holy shit, is that a giant skunk person? Oh no, it's a kobold wearing a skunk cloak. You see he's got like a pair of like really small bongos strapped to his hip. He's got a pretty nice looking sword on his other side and a bow and arrow slung over his back. No boots, so his feet are exposed. And he's just looking out at the water, tail swishing happily away. Doesn't seem to have noticed you all yet.
I would imagine that Bjorn, if
Yeah, I guess.
would
Indeed.
perhaps, which Bjorn is not here, so.
I am. David told me I can mark for him, which is a reference to a movie we both like. So, with DM approval, I'll be just handling Bjorn for now. I say, haven't I seen that creature around before?
Have you?
I think he was in Rydell once. Looked like bungos.
He was?
I think so. Yes, yes. He was playing the bongos, and he called Locke skinny. At which point, Skunk is going to perk up, turn around. You guys talking about me?
Oh, it's a kobold.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we were. pardon me. Didn't mean to talk behind your back.
Oh, no, it's fine. I get it. Kobold. Not usually seen around these parts. Wait.
Just sort of suddenly scurries right up to Bjorn.
Oh, he's quick.
Can I help?
No, shh.
Starts like walking in circles around Bjorn, sniffing at his feet and his pants. What are you?
No, shh.
Why is he sniffing me?
I think you made a friend. What?
Skunk is going to back up a few steps.
Right! I remember where I've seen you before. You were the funny dude with the horns who went floating around saying you were chosen or something. You were hilarious.
Oh, yes. I have very little memory of that event, actually.
Yeah, I bet you were drunk as hell.
I was. Yes, I did that a lot.
Nice to meet you again. My name is Skunk.
Bjorn. And, these are my friends.
Hiya.
Hello.
I was actually there the other time, Skunk, I think, but you spent more time talking to Bjorn than the rest of us.
I don't think I actually talked to Bjorn at all. Where's the other guy? Where's the short, skinny dude?
He's
At home.
He's spending time at home with his family for now.
Ah.
So are you traveling
Skunk's
to...
going to be...
Are you
Go
traveling to a Bjorn? To a Bonds? Bjorn.
I mean, he did just travel to a Bjorn and try to figure it
Pretty
out.
sure, I'm pretty sure Bjorn came to me. If anyone did the journey, it was you.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm heading to Ebon. Pretty sure everyone on this boat is headed to Ebon.
We are, yes.
How are you with cold?
I mean,
Just pulls his fur cloak a little tighter.
I came prepared.
But your feet. You'll be walking in snow.
Looks down at his feet.
Maybe I'll kill a beaver. Or two.
What?
Turn him into sandals. I'm sorry, that was a weird thing to say.
A little bit.
I'm sorry, I haven't really spent a lot of time around people lately, so just kind of gotten used to saying what I think, and there's not much of a filter up here.
Have you been on a boat before?
Nope. Never seen the ocean either, so this is... Whew,
Just runs up to the railing and looks out.
it's huge! When were people going to tell me it was so big?
It's going to get a lot bigger once we start sailing.
It is?
Yes, all that water is going to surround us, and we won't see things on the horizon, and that could be miles.
Is it as big going down?
He just kind of like leans over the rail and his tail just poking straight up.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Haven't tried reaching for the bottom, because I don't want to drown.
Oh, that's not a problem for me.
It's not.
Nope. As long as I had a nap first.
Oddly specific.
Okay, then.
So what are you traveling to Ebon for?
I'd rather keep that to myself for now. No offense. Just met you.
We're going to be stuck on a boat with each other for 2 weeks.
Well, then you've got plenty of time to convince me.
Can I convince you now, just to tell us? Please?
Do you have any snacks?
We used to carry around donuts, but all the donuts are gone.
Well,
You don't like donuts?
I can only eat meat.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird how often people seem to forget that. I'm a carnivore.
Well, I'm sure we can find up some tasty fish.
Tasty
Maybe along the way.
fish.
Looks over
Yes.
the railing again.
I haven't had a much fish.
I look in the water. Do I see any fish swimming around?
Oh, perception. Okay.
Come on, dice. Don't fail me. 21.
Exact same thing you rolled a second ago. Sure. The The boat is only preparing to leave and hasn't actually left port yet. But, yeah, you can see some fish in the water swimming around. Does, kobolds have dark vision? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. You can see into the murky water and darkness that there are fish.
All right. Well then, I'm going to show off a little bit.
Oh, joy.
I'm going to blow a second level spell slot. And I'm going to cast water breathing on myself.
Okay.
So you'll just see Skunk like reach into like his back pocket and pull out just a little white glowing rock. Clutches it for a second and then just like his throat turns blue. Stuffs the rock back into his pocket and then just doing, just dives over the edge of the water.
Oh dear lord, we lost him already.
Impulsive creature, isn't he?
A bit.
Skunk is currently trying to catch the fish with his bare hands.
I guess Silver's gonna go over.
Silver's gonna go what?
Go over to the railing and just like look over and just like watch and I'm like, not really bewildered, man, but just gonna be like, okay.
Hey, how well do you swim there?
Well, what is the skill check associated?
Climb.
Athletics.
Yes.
Athletics? Well, I will roll athletics. 23.
Okay.
Do you have a
Expertise and a pretty good strength score, honestly.
okay.
So, you can swim around pretty easily.
You just using my tail like a rudder
Yeah.
and as a propeller.
Yeah. So
Now, how is he going to get back into the boat?
let's do a since you're trying to catch a fish with your bare hands. Let's do, we'll say,
Sleight of hand, maybe?
a sleight of hand and a animal handling at disadvantage.
Animal handling is disadvantage or both?
The sleight of hand is normal, it's straight, and the animal handling at disadvantage. So both rolls, and yeah.
A 28 and a 4.
Okay.
Well
Alright, so what we get is you grab a hold of a fish. You currently have a fish. Everyone looking from above will see that you have a fish that you got and grabbed from behind. You sort of do this, aha, I have it. And then it smacks you in the face with its tail and gets away.
I'm going to growl, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand to try and catch it again.
Sure. Would be slightly easier to grab it that way, just on the grounds that your mage hand could technically be invisible if you wanted it to be. So you will eventually, it might take you a little bit, and now the boat is getting ready to actually leave, because everyone that watched you dive into the water is more entranced by the fact that you just jump in without any kind of anything, than it is they're actually worried, and they see you swimming around in the water just fine, so okay. But you will eventually, maybe with a couple more smacking you in the face with their tails, have a fish.
Sweet. At which point, I will then just clamp it in my teeth, and I will climb back up the side of the boat. And thanks to Athlete, my climbing speed doesn't have my movement speed.
Yeah.
So you just
So I'm just
scurry
clamber back up. And just scurry back up.
You smell like a wet dog because of the fur on your cloak.
I'll shake like a dog the second I'm back on the deck. I got it! Got it! Just kind of like crush the fish's neck with my teeth before pulling it out. Got it!
You are an interesting one.
I get that a lot.
Don't worry, we'll get. Well, maybe we might see some special fish.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, anyway.
Skunk is
You
going to start
go-
eating his
yeah.
fish.
Yeah, you enjoy that fish.
Good job.
Such
He's
manners.
enjoying it, all right.
I
Scales are kind of flaky. What a bones.
Oh, you're supposed to peel them off.
I am? Oh.
Yeah, if you take your blade and you
Just rips it off with his hand and goes back to eating.
Or that. Alright, I'm not gonna go find a bunk or something
yeah.
and get ready for this travel.
I'm with you on that one, Silver. Says Yong.
They just disappeared below deck.
Pretty much. So, now that we have David back, we can confirm with you as well that not only is this boat that you have charted taking you to Ebon, but it's also a boat that, actually, I don't think Bjorn was
He was
on
not
this
part
boat.
of that.
No, he wasn't. So,
Yeah, we used this boat before Bjorn joined the party.
right.
Is this the
The
one
both
where you
times we were-
forgot to tell him where you needed to go?
No.
That was the second boat. This is the first boat that had the God Lady and Shark Boy.
So
God Lady and Shark Boy.
This was the one that took us to the island with Muzachad, which was like the collection of sessions you listened in on before you joined.
Yes,
Okay.
we fought a devil shark on this boat.
yes.
I blew it up!
Nice.
So this is amongst those in the ship's crew consists of a little human boy named Rowan that typically will act as lookout at night, and he'll hang out in the crow's nest up top. Those who are above deck or sleeping with one eye or one ear open will find that Rowan has a tendency to test his not so highly trained bardic talents while up on the crow's nest. He likes to sing at night. To at the very least keep himself entertained when there's nothing going on. And you also have a half-orc who has various different tattoos upon himself. He is a tattoo barbarian. And he is, or a totem of the beast barbarian, rather. Similar to that to Mudslide, actually, because they are both technically the same class. Same class and subclass, totem barbarian. And Molotok tends to spend most of his time either above deck helping with the ship crew or spending time with his wife, who is also on board. And his wife is a half-orc named Lumbug. Bleh. And she is
Lumbug.
yes, that. She is a star druid. So she acts as the ship's navigator.
And she has an astral form.
She does, yes. Because star form on the Circle of the Stars druid are freaking badass looking. They're basically star galaxy people. Whenever they star form, it is cool.
Sound like Aeons from Pathfinder.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I also, whenever I introduced her star form, I made reference to Alien X from Ben 10. It was a humanoid galaxy-looking thing.
Also, wasn't there a chef or cook?
Yes.
Weird cook dwarf.
There is the other interesting thing about this ship is the cook and chef for this ship is someone that Riven, if she was on this boat, would not like, because the chef for this ship is a bugbear. But he's friendly.
Yeah.
He's a friendly sort. He's fine. And if for a brief little thing of interest, I would like for everyone, yes, everyone, including Kenneth, who technically doesn't have a character here, but it's fine.
What?
I would like for everyone to roll for me a straight D20.
Oh, shit.
Oh, joy.
6.
Sir.
11.
Okay. Well then. That's
I'm gonna do
interesting.
such an amazing job.
You did. So what I was going to have happen with this roll, I was going to say that everyone in the party, I get 4 D20 rolls, and these 4 D20 rolls would decide if you actually encounter a specific school of fish that you have encountered before. My setting for this was treating it essentially kind of like a death save, in that 4 people roll a D20, 11 or higher, you get 2 D4 fish. You got 1 11 or higher, so. You will find.
So no special fish.
You do. You find 3.
3 of the trippy
Yes.
fish.
3 trippy fish.
You will eventually. We will do a scene for it, of course. But you will eventually have in your possession, to make use of, if you wish to do so, 3 more trippy fish.
In
However,
bag of clothing, 3 trippy fish.
And I believe, as per tradition, Skunk has to have one.
Oh yes, this is the fish that Silver was talking about.
Yes.
Well, how do we get them is the thing.
now,
Eventually we'll get there.
now that said, as you're making your way through your travels and whatnot, it'll be early morning-ish, and Rowan will call out that he's seeing the same fish from before, and everyone will be, especially the cook. The cook loves the trippy fish. They're a riot on the ship every time.
I'll bet.
So he will. They'll set up to make the nets and other things to bring the school on the fish aboard, or to trap them at least. And
Ooh.
Skunk,
Okay.
you will see how humans actually hunt and catch fish without diving into the water.
So he's like just watching them using nets and fishing rods. Kind of, he's interested, watching with fascination, and after a few minutes, he'll slowly tilt his head. I mean, that works, but I don't know. It's kind of boring, isn't it?
It is boring.
I
give you
mean-
that, but it's safer, says Molotok, the half-orc.
Fair
Bjorn
enough,
will
I
walk.
suppose.
Bjorn will walk up next to him with like the decanter of ale and be like, "It's actually a very good way to relax
What, this fishing?
and drinking at the same time."
I mean, the ocean's right there, plenty of water. Wait, you're not supposed to drink ocean water, right?
No, you're not.
Correct. It will do awful things.
Yeah,
to
no.
you.
Very awful things.
You should drink this instead. And I pass him the decanter.
Jeez.
Skunk will look at it, curiously take it. He will sniff at it.
The hell's this?
Ale.
Just sort of comically narrows his eyes.
The taste gets
It's
It takes getting used to, but it will make your entire body feel fuzzy.
I'm not sure he would want to feel
Takes a little
fuzzy.
sip
He's covered
after
in
just
scales.
looking around at a bunch of things. Just take a little sip.
No, I'm good.
I like
One
to
day
think
I'll
Silver
find
is like
one.
Silver is like she's not wearing her armor, but she's like standing on the railing with like just holding onto the rope, like looking down at the fish. So you say boring, eh?
I mean, I guess the process is kind of boring. You know, there's no challenge to it. You just throw in a net, pulling it back. Unless
Silver
you're
will
like
cast
a shark or something, then it's kind of automating the whole process.
Well, not really. You can still have some fun. Well, Silver's gonna wait until like everyone's like caught up it from the with the fishing nets, so she doesn't ruin anything. And then she's gonna cast Fireball and use the sorcery point to make it cold.
What are you doing?
She's casting Fireball at the school of fish.
Like the entire school of fish in the water?
Yeah, but she's making it cold damage, so it's ice and they kind of freeze and then float to the surface.
Huh.
So you're actually also going to freeze the lake, or the ocean in that one spot.
A little bit, yes.
It's gonna
So it's just like a chunk.
Ice.
I mean, it's salt water, so it shouldn't freeze too badly.
It's an iceberg. Yeah, just like throw hooks onto it, pull it aboard, chip at it. We can have nice cold drinks while we eat our sushi.
I mean, it sounds like a good idea to me.
So this is the reason why your school of fish only results in 3 trippy fish, because you rend and skewered with ice crystals the rest.
Oh, no.
Kind of goes a little off kilter bit.
I mean, I suppose that's fair.
I mean, the
She's
roll-
just showing
the-
off. Be like, hey, this you want something fun? Here's fun explosion.
Oh, that is fun. Oh, I have other fun shit I can do. Check this out.
And I'm gonna expend a second level spell slot, and I'm gonna cast Fly on myself.
I don't remember Skunk being able to fly.
This is like Skunk at like high level.
That's true. We never did get that high before. Alright.
So yeah, Skunk, once he's flying, will just lift into the air and just start zipping around like Goku with the Nimbus for the first time.
Okay.
You are full of surprises, says Yong, watching you.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Honestly, I think it's a good thing.
Just
Hey,
kind of float upside down past her.
What
Have
about
you
you?
ever-
Are you guys full of surprises?
Have you ever dealt... Yong smiles and looks at him. Have you ever dealt with darkness that you're not able to see in? Magic darkness.
I can see in the dark.
Not in this one. Not in this one. She leans down close to... Yong will lean down close to him. Snap her fingers. Both of you are in darkness.
Just
You're
Skunk just goes
fine.
flying out.
Yong?
Just
Yong?
like goes flying way up into the air over the boat.
What the hell?
You're okay. It's fine.
Okay, Yong, can you dispel that?
Yes.
Kind of taking up the whole ship with this spell.
Someone nearby just cries out, "My eyes!" That SpongeBob sound bit.
No. She'll cancel the spell. I mean, I just thought it was fun. Sorry.
It is fun. And that's what's so funny bring.
You're okay, little one. You're fine.
Come back down.
Slowly drift back down, upside down.
Do you need help being set up, or can you do that on your own?
Doesn't say anything, just slowly rotates 180 degrees.
Okay, you can do it yourself.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
Silver's going to go
You
find the little kid.
No, he's up in the crow's nest still, probably.
Sure.
Okay.
Just because she's going to go find him.
I'm just waiting for someone to try and give Skunk the trippy fish.
That comes
Eventually, we gotta give it time.
That comes later. Although to be fair, I wanted to.
Now is not the time for fear. That comes late.
I wanted to make sure this session did end with you guys eventually making it to Morkita. But anyway,
I mean, there's a few fun things we can do on the boat. We'll be like, and you guys arrive, and we'll stop here.
Yeah, pretty much. So you guys.
Do I have to roll anything to go see the kid?
Want to climb up into the rigging to get to him?
She wants. Yes, she wants to go talk to the kid.
Yes. Roll athletics to climb into the rigging. You don't have your armor this time.
Yay. Yeah, 14.
You're fine.
It's a little better than last time.
Yeah.
Hey, kid.
I have a name.
I myself, as a player, just forgot it, even though you just said it not too long ago.
Rowan.
Rowan. You're still a kid. Anyway.
Because you know he's on a boat, he's rowing. Anyway.
They see me rowing.
Pretty much.
Hating. That dumb bitch is spawning darkness and the kobold panics.
Calm down, boy.
No.
Anyway.
So, you haven't been bothering us about stories. You got any new stories?
Not news stories, no. Not recently.
Do you want to hear news stories from us?
I mean, sure. But all of you are down there. I'm supposed to stay up here.
I mean, I'm up here now. Hey, which is another thing. Can I probably kick you out for, like, out of the crow's nest for, like, an hour or so around sunset?
Why?
I'll give you a couple of coins.
Okay, but why?
Just because.
Secrets.
Tilts his head looking at her. What's Silver's expression?
Okay.
Right now?
She might be, like, slightly blushing. She's sitting there going, like, okay, look, I just want to, like, have the nice vantage point up here in the crow's nest to watch the sunset with Yong. That's it. Is that fine?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now, do you want stories?
Wait, y'all are a thing? That's new.
It is kind of new. Pigeon? Listen here, Pigeon.
Knock on Yong. That is the weirdest euphemism for sex I've ever heard.
Anyway. Yeah. So, which one do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a time about the giant cathedral that we fought? We actually fought a building. Or do you want to hear about a pit fiend?
So, I mean, I sort of read about pit fiends. They're like devil things. They're usually really big.
Yes. They're really big, really nasty. This one had spike nipples.
Okay.
Kinky.
Yes.
That's a detail I didn't need to know, but okay.
It had wings and a really... Look, fighting a pit fiend hurts. It really does. And she'll go on to tell the story about the pit fiend, leaving out a few key details. And kind of like elaborating on the whole thing. A little bit.
Okay.
Ooh, I have another question. Can you teach me a sailing song or something?
I mean, I know a few.
Can you teach me one? Or at least help me memorize some words?
Sure.
Okay. And then she does that for the rest of the day.
Okay. So, Silver is hanging out in the crow's nest for a couple hours with Rowan.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Um. So.
Warning.
Right. So. Following that, you will have trippy fish shenanigans potentially later. Is there anything that Bjorn wants to do while on the boat?
Mostly just make sure that the off-duty sailors have a steady supply of ale and other whatnot.
I'm just gonna get this boat drunk and we're gonna be...
I mean, sailors enjoy some ale every now and then.
Every now and then.
Every now and then. Not all the time. Except for,
You know,
like,
as a treat. Just, you know, like every 5 minutes or so. Just
yeah.
a little reward.
Yeah, he becomes like... Keep, like, being best friends with the first mate.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You presenting to, the first mate, you know, endless supply of ale, even if it isn't the greatest ale, yeah, he'd be all for that.
I mean, it's not like it's the worst ale either.
No. It's just
It's just fine.
It's the rations of ale.
It's like the blue moon.
Sure. But you'll have a drinking buddy for that a little bit if you're missing the fact that Byrn's not here.
Yeah.
And Lumbug will be sort of just letting him get to his drinks, and just like, okay, fine. It's not like he's going to get wasted on endless supply of magic ale. She knows what the kind of magic those things entail. Plus he's strong and stout. He's not going to get drunk easily anyway. And yeah. Does Skunk have anything else he wants to do while on board?
Well, the novelty of being out at ocean wears off pretty quickly, and he rapidly finds himself becoming kind of bored.
Yep.
So every so often, he will just abuse that water breathing spell to just swim around in the water next to the ship, albeit he'll be conscientious enough to tie a rope to himself first so he doesn't lag behind, just so that he can have something to do. And he'll sniff and poke around in the lower decks a lot, just to see where everything is, and if he finds any mice or rats that got aboard, well, he'll make a snack of them and be pest control.
Fair.
Because he can eat his meat raw. It does not bother him.
The cook will both... No, actually, the cook's a bugbear, so he's fine. The cook is, like, you know, like, heh, cool. He's just useful to have around.
Skunk just grins widely and wags his tail a bunch of being called useful and then goes back to work.
Okay.
So, and then Oak is going to primarily spend his time, probably either reading or maybe even writing in a journal of some kind. He's kind of pulling a CAD for a bit. Yong, when Silver's up in the crow's nest, is just hanging out on top on the upper decks. Primarily, she just watches Skunk when he swims around. She's kind of upset at herself that she spooked him so much, but she doesn't let that bother her too much. But yeah. If you guys don't have much else, the following night is going to Skunk and chill.
Great.
You will.
I think it's eventually like Silver comes down and goes up to him and be like, "So what's he doing now?"
Goes up to Yong. I mean, kind of boring riding on the boat. I was mostly just watching our little new friend swim around.
Oh, so.
He is currently doing figure eights.
Silver just tilts her head and be like, he is an interesting fellow.
Very energetic. Kind of sad that I scared him. I didn't mean to.
It's okay. I'm sure he... Honestly, I don't think it bothers him anymore. His train of thought is probably on something else, like whatever he's doing now.
That fish is really red.
Okay, time to pull him out of the water. No redfish for you.
He didn't say that out loud. That was just in it. That was just what he was thinking.
It's a joke.
Yeah. He's
Really,
underwater, so if he
redfish?
did say that out loud, it would sound like, that fish is really red.
Oh, that's a devil shark. Get him out.
So, yeah. Yong's just like, I would have thought, being a kobold, he'd be used to the dark, but it kind of seemed like he was actually afraid of the dark.
Well, the thing is, it was a darkness that we can't actually see in.
True.
So that could scare a lot of people. I'm sure he's probably fine with the dark.
Might want to watch using that spell around him, I guess.
Yeah, possibly, or at least give him a heads up to, prepare.
Yeah. I guess it was kind of mean for me to spring it on him like that. So what'd you go up to the crow's nest for?
Oh, I was telling the little kid stories, because I remember last time he was bugging us for stories.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I learned a song.
You learned a song? Okay. And, I think sometimes later, closer to the evening, Rowan will, make his way outside of the crow's nest and be like, well, you want it up there, so go for it.
Hey, awesome.
What's going on?
Gonna go watch the sunset.
Oh.
Yeah, come on.
Oh. Right. Okay. Athletics check to climb up into the rigging by
Oh,
both...
jeez.
Yong.
Again.
I mean, you gotta do it again.
Why not just grab her and do the wing thing? Wait, the wing thing doesn't let you fly, does it?
No, it just burns things around me.
Never mind then.
And she doesn't have the wing thing anymore.
Oh.
18. Well, I would like to flavor it as, like, she still has the wings, it's just burning radiant fire.
17. Cool.
Oh, hey! Nice.
Even though Yong's athletics is 0 compared to Silver's 10.
Yeah.
Anywho.
The dice don't love me.
Uh...
Oh, jeez. I found a jellyfish.
Yes, I got that.
Oh.
So, yes. Yong and Silver will enjoy the sunsets. Did you want to actually roleplay that, or no?
The only thing out of the part of that whole sunset thing was that actually Silver will actually sing.
Ah, okay. Loud enough for those on deck to hear, or just loud enough for Yong to hear?
Yeah, she's probably loud enough for anyone who's paying attention. Perception? I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's
perception.
like
Those who think they would be above deck. Yep. Skunk will definitely hear it.
Skunk hears Silver singing. The
You're
meta
not
pigeon from all the way in Ebon hears.
Does Bjorn want to listen in? Who is rolling stuff?
Brethren?
Got an 18.
There you are.
Okay, I guess everyone can hear Silver singing. Oh dear Lord!
Yep.
It was charisma, yes. Now it's perception, yes.
Apparently. Alright, so, those who wish to hear it and are above deck to hear it will hear Silver singing, Sailor Song, up in the crow's nest.
Is it a good one?
Yes.
I mean, it would be, yeah. It'd be whatever Rowan taught her in the span of a couple hours. So, probably not something.
Eventually, she probably like switches over into different languages.
This is true. She could
Eventually,
do that,
she'll end on, she'll end on like Celestial. So it's like singing on top of singing.
Oh shit, Tika's gonna arrive on my birthday. Nice.
What?
What?
I got a physical copy of Tika the Enchanted. It will be arriving at should be arriving on my birthday.
Cool.
Cool.
Anyway, so yeah, there's that. Silver will be singing on up in the crow's nest with Yong, watching the sunset, and then she sings a saber song thing. And switching to different languages, which, unfortunately for Bjorn will not know any of them, other than Common.
This makes Bjorn sad.
But there's pretty languages.
It is pretty languages,
two?
yes.
What? Yeah.
He does
Does
enjoy
she-
that.
Yeah, it's mainly just Common, Elven, and then Celestial she'll do. She'll stay away from Draconic and Dwarf.
Fair enough.
Dwarvish.
But yeah. And then it comes into the evening, the later evening, and I assume that somewhere in here is when we're going to give Trippy Fish to Skunk.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Skunk! You said you were going to tell us why you're going to Ebon, right? Because for a piece of meat?
I need to roll something. Alright, you call out for Skunk, and then a second later...
What?
He's still
Are
in the
you
water.
still swimming?
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff down here. Look at this.
And he just holds up a squid.
Cool.
Yeah.
How about you come back in a boat where it's safer, and you're not like floating bait.
Oh yeah, there's a point, isn't it? Bye-bye, dude.
Just tosses the squid up into the air to plump back into the water later and climbs back up.
Yeah.
A menace.
So as I was saying, you said you would tell us why you're going to Ebon if we gave you some meat, right?
Give me a snack, I might be more willing to talk about it, yeah?
Yeah, she'll hand him a trippy fish.
Is it cooked?
No.
Well, do you prefer cooked or not cooked?
I mean, honestly, I can do either or. Like, I can totally eat things raw, and if I'm in a hurry, I'll generally do that, but I was taught that it's more polite to eat things when they're cooked.
So,
Like
would
it's
you like
better
it
mayonnaise.
cooked?
I mean, that depends on how much you're trying to butter me up.
Well, I'm asking, do you want it cooked or do you not want it cooked? This is all
Either.
depends, 'cause we just want to know why you're going to Ebon.
Either or, I guess.
Do you have coin on you?
A bit.
Flip a coin. Heads
Shit.
is cooked.
1 second, I'm getting a coin.
Oh,
You
dear
could roll-
lord.
You could roll a d2.
Alright, heads is cooked, tails is not.
Yes.
Heads, cooked.
Okay, she's gonna like turn away and use burning hands to cook the fish.
Okay.
And then hands it back and be like, there you go. It's a little toasty.
Ooh.
Sniff at it a bunch.
Finger grill marks.
Smells funky.
Might be a little crunchy, but should still work.
Just starts tearing into it.
Okay. Roll me a con
I
save.
forget. Okay, Constitution.
Fail.
Yes.
Excellent.
You would technically have a 9, but that still fails.
I would technically have a 9?
Because plus 5.
Yeah, because I'm
so-
standing next to you.
Ah, yes.
But yeah, you still fail.
How long does it take for Trippy Fish shit to kick in again?
Minute or two?
Pretty quickly. It's, about a minute or two. So what would
It's
be
kind of funky.
What would be something that for Skunk would be a means of either phobia or high anxiety or both?
I'm not going to communicate it to the rest of y'all. At least not at the moment.
No, but we
But,
can see your reaction.
Yeah, but after Skunk is chewing on it for a bit, he starts looking around.
Where'd everybody go? What?
Drops the fish.
Guys?
We're right here. We're right here.
Guys, this isn't funny. Where'd everyone go?
Silver will touch his shoulder.
He's just going to go scampering off.
Scamper off to where?
To find somewhere to hide.
Okay.
Silver is going to follow because she's now worried about the guy.
Yong is as well. Roll
Following him, you'll find that he's found a space between like a few crates and barrels that's really tight and really like claustrophobic almost, and he's just tucked himself into it, just curled in the back.
Skunk. Silver taps on. She does like a little, she'll do like the barbershop thing, tap.
Don't know what that is.
Or something like that.
It's shave and a haircut. Shave and a haircut.
Shave and a haircut.
Yeah.
That.
Uh-huh.
Right.
If it's
He does not seem to be aware of you at present.
Yong
She's
will-
going to take out. She's going to take out paper. Does he see the paper?
Not at the moment.
She drops the paper.
What?
Okay, she'll go and take out the quill. She'll take out her dragon pen
Oh.
and she'll write on it, "It's okay, we are nearby." And then she'll just like let him see it. Well, she's gonna like move it and then just like go over the paper. So
What's going on? Where'd everyone go?
she'll write on the paper again. It's like, everyone is still here. It is just a side effect of the fish. Deep breaths. It'll go away.
Following the advice, taking deep breaths.
And it lasts like, what, 5 minutes?
Something like that. Not very long.
Yeah. So eventually we'll reappear.
Hi.
Hi. You good?
I don't think I like that fish.
Okay, you don't need to have that fish anymore.
Okay, good. Could have
Okay.
warned me.
I apologize. I am very, very sorry. You want to come out now? That doesn't
Slowly,
look very, very comfortable.
Oh, I like small spaces.
Ah,
slowly inch his way out.
Everyone disappeared.
yeah, the fish does that sometimes. You know the big guy with the antlers?
The funny one?
Uh-huh. The funny
About
one.
him.
He saw he had the fish once, and he saw undead things. And then Yong had the fish. What happened to you?
I was trapped, bound. I saw ropes and things that weren't there, and I felt, you know, she will actually sort of look to Skunk and be like, you know how you find comfort in those
It's fun.
enclosed spaces, the tight spaces? I'm the opposite. I don't like that. That sometimes will freak me out. So when I had the fish, I was in a cramped space and bound, and I couldn't move.
Oh, and the big lanky furbolg.
I saw undead.
When the
fish.
guy who smells like weed.
He saw undead? Huh?
He saw undead too.
Yes.
So, what?
Like, I've had the fish before, it didn't affect me like it affected you all.
Medicat. I was fine.
Yes. So our constitutions were ridiculous.
So, I think what the fish does is it makes you see things that you are scared of. And most of the people here on the boat know that already, and sometimes they'll take the fish just to have a shot of adrenaline, something interesting happening. That's why the cook likes it so much. But we should have warned you that it may do something that you wouldn't like. So, promise not to do any
Well,
of that.
if you don't want, yeah, we won't do that anymore.
Good.
So, and if you want, since we did that, it's okay if you don't want to tell us.
No, it's okay. Deal's a deal.
Okay.
Just be upfront about the circumstances in future, yeah? Is this something like that?
Sure.
I got nothing.
But the thing is,
against
I just sat there and just told Yong about giving a heads up next time. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person.
I got nothing against a good prank here and there, you know? Just pull all kinds of pranks back home, just that was a bit much.
I understand.
Right, okay. So
He's gotta shake himself a bit.
Right,
You good?
okay.
Hyped up? All hyped?
Not sure that's the word for it, but sure.
I don't know.
Just
Shake it off.
yeah. Okay. Alright, so
Kobold knows this.
Ebon. Right, reason I'm going there. Okay.
And then he will reach into his pack and he'll actually pull back out the little white rock. So it was like a little disc-shaped mirror thingy.
These. See, I found these a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
When I found them, well, for one thing, this thing, and he holds up the rock. When I hold this thing, I can do the cool magic shit. You know, like the breathing underwater and the flying around. That's this thing. Or at the very least, this is the thing that lets me do it. I don't know if the magic comes from me or if it comes from this, but still, I'm doing stuff.
He'll pocket the rock and then he'll hold up the little mirror.
As for this, I honestly don't know what this is. Just picking through some old ruins not long after I left home. Just, looking for a place to get out of some rain.
Silver will actually do detect magic on both the rock and the mirror thing when he holds them up.
I mean, as for the rock, it's just an arcane focus.
Okay.
As for the mirror, I'm just kind of bullshitting stuff right now. I didn't get a chance to thoroughly talk this over with Dalred, so...
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
There's definitely some form of magic associated with it.
So there is some magic? Okay.
Yeah.
You can just tell me what kind of magic later.
Right. Just off the top of my head, I would assume divination. Based off the things I'm going to be saying here in a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Allred is free to retcon that if he wishes.
The fitting of the magic of what the mirror is supposed to do, which is about what he's going to describe. So.
Yeah, but I just picked it up because I thought it looked shiny and I thought it might make, like, sell it to a pawnbroker, get some more money so I can buy some bigger meats, Hungry boy, gotta eat a bunch. But when I went to bed that night and I had this thing with me, I don't know, I just started seeing things. Like, it started as dreams of distant places with a lot of snow and stuff, and I started seeing dragons.
Yeah, there's dragons up in Ebon.
I just felt like I had to take it there. I have no idea what it does or anything else about it. I just found it in some old stones. But,
Is there anything else that happened other than just seeing snow and dragons flying about?
Occasionally I might, like, if I look into the mirror long enough, I might see those things reflected in its surface. No one else has been able to see it, though, so I don't know if it's like an attunement thing or if it's just the thing. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I need to take it up to Ebon. I mean, that's where all the dragons are, right? I keep seeing a dragon. So, then I keep seeing snow. Ebon is all snow.
Color
Ebon
dragon?
has dragons. The dragon was always kind of in silhouette, so I never actually got a good look at the color. It's kind of sleek, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really have a direction until all that started happening. Just kind of wandering around,
Yeah,
not really a whole lot of places on the surface for a kobold. Even fewer places in the underworld for a kobold like me.
Yeah, I understand.
Maybe we can go there and find out more about it.
I mean, I'm still waiting to hear back from Ozza.
Who?
Oh, it's a dragon lady.
You know a dragon? And he just gets right up in your face.
Oh, dear Lord, yes. Okay.
Oh my goodness, what are they like? What color are they? What's their personality? Do they have a really big pile of shiny things? What kind of spells can they do? Are they cool? Are they assholes? Please tell me they're not assholes.
Well, I haven't seen anything about shiny stuff that they keep. But the one that we've encountered is a silver dragon. I know she can change. Yeah, no, I don't know that. Never mind.
Also worth noting, since we just established that Skunk is right up in Silver's face.
Oh yes, Silver has scales.
Silver has
on her face, like freckles.
Freckle scales.
Skunk is a little too excited at the prospect of Ozza to notice or care.
That's fine.
As far as he's concerned, you just have some weird acne.
Thanks?
I mean, he's not going to comment on it.
I mean, if you ever sees, she has like scales on the back of her hand too, like actual like proper scales.
Well, that hasn't been brought to his attention yet. Guy's perceptive, but he's
fine.
also flighty. I'm sure we've noticed.
You're all over the place.
Anyway,
she like breathes sights. She helped the party while I was.
God damn it, Kenneth!
Get the fuck out, please. Exit stage right.
hey.
Yeah, and she kind of extorted the party for money because they needed her help with my temple. I mean, it's been a while since I last checked. She'll get out like the little coin purse thing that she stuck her letter into Ozza. She's gonna check it to see if there's anything.
The ender pouch?
Yes, the ender pouch. And she's gonna check it to see if there's anything.
Well, the way the ender pouch works is you have to know what you're looking for. So.
A letter from Ozza.
Nope.
And so it just sits there and curses in Draconic. Fine, okay.
Language!
Anyway. I should have expected that. Okay.
He speaks Draconic.
I know.
I'm loving this.
Right?
Well, I mean, she's not really an asshole. She has her ways. And I guess depending on what she does, you might deem her an asshole, but
She did.
trust me, like, I'm really into...
She did help us,
Yes,
but she also extorted us.
yes, for a cost.
Yeah.
But you do
And the thing is,
know her.
I thought... Yes, because it's like, here, I thought, growing up, reading books and stuff, I thought silver dragons were supposed to be friendly towards people and want to help them. But no, she wants to extort money. But then again, she is from Ebon.
Is Mom
So that
famous
could be
for
a
that?
thing. There's a couple of towns or things that kind of, like, are a bit shady with their dealings. Like, up in Ebon, like, the towns are run by giants. Some of them.
What, like you?
And I'm not a giant.
You're not?
No. No. Giants
You're
are
so
much
tall.
bigger.
You could have fooled me.
He's 3 feet tall, remember?
Yes. And Silver's almost twice that height, so just like...
Yeah.
Oh, no. They're like, how big were those giants that we fought?
Good 10,
How
12
tall?
feet.
Do you think 15? 10, 12 feet? 15?
Somewhere in there. So 5 times as tall as Skunk.
Yeah, a lot bigger than you. A lot bigger than me.
So, like, giant with a J.
What?
Sure.
Only a very small number of people are going to get that reference.
Yeah, sure. We can say with a J. Okay.
Okay.
But the land outside, that's kind of ruled by giants. Everything is covered in snow. There are blizzards, and there's like little magic stones that we can have. That if you concentrate on them, will create like a little safe bubble for us to travel in if there is a blizzard. And yes, so Bond can be quite fun.
Hey, so... This is a weird question to ask.
We've done... Sure, we've seen some weirder shit. Go ahead, ask.
If it's not too much trouble, do you think I could come with you guys? If you know a dragon, maybe you can introduce me and maybe they can help me with this mirror thing? I mean, I'm not a deadweight. I can absolutely, like, pull my own weight. I'm really good at sneaking around. I got my funky magic bullshit I can do. I have a killer nose, let me tell you.
Yes, and you're very close to my face with that nose.
Oh, shit!
I'm sorry, no, back up, just now realizing he's still in your face.
Thank you.
Sorry.
He can pull his weight. What, 7 pounds?
And I'm a really good shot, too. And the few times I've traveled with people before and we've gotten into fights with, like, monsters and stuff, they call me the tiny murder machine because of how good I am at hurting stuff. That sounded less psychotic in my head.
That's fine. I'm good at hurting. Good at killing things, too.
And truth be told, I don't like traveling alone.
Yeah, I've traveled alone a bit. It's not very fun.
Especially for me.
Yes. So yeah, if you want to stick, I suppose you can stick around. What do you think, y'all? You think it'd be okay?
Yeah.
Group will be okay with it?
I think so.
Actually, we should probably go talk to your brother. I gotta ask him a question.
Yeah, probably.
And don't you have other people in your group that you need to get their opinions on it too? Like, I don't want to just go butting in if people aren't okay with it, you know?
Look, Bjorn's gonna be fine with it either way. Oak, maybe. Might as well ask him. See if he's okay with it. So yes, let's go find her brother.
Okay.
So I guess we go find Oak.
Yep.
There's a very visible bounce in Skunk's step as he's following you now.
Yes, and no reaction to the.
I mean, I don't think Skunk will find it odd that a dwarf is calling a furball brother.
He'll just look at them and be like, and just silently wonder,
Who are their parents that they wound up like this? I wouldn't want to be
another time.
I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall during that conception.
Oh dear
Ah.
Lord.
completely missing the fact that they're just adopted into their family.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, actually, considering the fact Skunk's adopted, he'll probably put that together really quickly, actually.
That's what I was implying, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, Silver needs to talk to Oak about something else. What? That could be a private conversation.
Depends on what it is.
She's gonna ask for something,
Okay,
and she doesn't want to ask around people.
fair. Okay. So,
So yes, do we go find Oak?
yep, easy enough.
Hey Oak,
Yeah,
are you okay with this little guy joining us?
Hi!
don't see why not.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're pretty much good to go. Oh, also, can you do me a favor?
What's up?
You have the option to say no to this request, okay? I just want to make it clear.
Oddly specific, but okay.
Do you think you can message Aza and let her know that we have someone that would like to meet her and ask questions about a magic mirror? Is that fine? Skunk?
Yeah, no, it's fine. If you can talk to the
Okay.
dragon from a distance, that'll make things a lot easier to me.
Yes. Just knock on Aza.
Hey,
And just say, sorry? And also, I wrote her a letter, if she ever looks in the enter pouch.
to be fair, there is a very easy way for you to be able to determine whether or not she's even looked at the letter.
Actually, you know what? Skip. She'll like start to say that and be like, you know what? Never mind. She'll check to see if her letter is still in the bag.
Yep.
Shit. Yes. Tell her there's a letter for her in the bag
There you go.
from me. That is
Right.
slightly
Okay.
important.
All right. I can do that.
And also ask her what's going on in Ebon. I heard there's turmoil. If you can somehow fit that in like 20 words or whatever, 25 words.
Might take 2 sendings, but considering we're going to spend 14 days on a boat, I think we'll be fine.
Fair enough.
So,
All right, let's go find Bjorn and introduce him to our new party member, who we already met.
yep.
You know what? Let's see those. It's like you said you were really good at sneaking, right?
Oh, yeah. Like, check
Let's
out
see.
these boots.
Well, not boots, more bracers. I'll go look down and just sort of gesture. I said he's not wearing any shoes, but he does have these really fancy little bracers around his ankles that have like these sort of intricate patterns and are vaguely green colored.
Huh.
It's like if I want it, I can just do this.
And he'll like stomp on the ground a couple times and there's not a sound.
Oh. You know
Apparently
what you
it's-
should.
Apparently
Like
it's
the
elven shit.
It looks like it. So what I want to see you do is to go and sneak on Bjorn and scare him. Like, go boop or something.
Is it cheating if I turn invisible?
No. I just want to see how well you do.
All right. Well,
Actually, hold on. I have reliable talent.
You do.
So no matter what, any of my skill rolls that I'm proficient with are automatically treated as a minimum of 10, right?
Minimum, yes.
So that means there is All right, and I get advantage because boots of elven kind. Locke, or not Locke, Skunk is...
And or invisible, if you choose to use it.
You know, it's just compounding advantage if I do it like that.
Yeah, but I know one thing you'll get, since Yong is hanging out with Silver. Yong, realizing that she has spooked you before, and that you didn't particularly care for that, she'll snap her fingers again, and you got passed without a trace.
Oh, shit! So just another plus 10?
It's just like Silver's just like looking at him, telling him what to do, and all of a sudden he just disappears and be like, and now I can't see him anymore. Can I see anyone else?
So does that mean I basically just have a minimum result here of 20?
Yes.
What is your like bonus?
Plus 15.
So a minimum of 35. Okay.
Yep. So roll.
You want to roll to see if you can make it bigger?
Roll.
Sure.
Roll stealth advantage plus
10. Just roll the flat 10. Okay, so just the 35.
You rolled your minimum, 35.
Wait, hold on. I need to roll again because advantage.
Yes. 35.
35.
Well, all right then. All right, so
just like looking, he disappears and be like,
rogues, man.
Hey, Bjorn, what's your perception?
You need a perception roll?
Yeah, you can do a perception roll.
Alright.
Nope.
It's not ideal.
Okay, no. So, go with the sneaking up and the boot.
Alright. Actually, I have another idea.
sure.
Just be careful.
How dangerous would it be to sleight of hand take off Bjorn's helmet and then give it back to him?
That depends how far away you are when he realizes that something's just been taken from him. If you're within sword reach, not safe at all.
You know what? Skunk is trying to endear himself to this group, so he's not gonna steal. So yeah, Skunk will just sneak up behind Bjorn, silent as the grave, silky smooth, and he'll just
You
just gives like a little snappy snarl behind you.
You know that like thing cartoon characters do when you can like visibly see their shiver like up their body?
Yeah.
Like shaking armor.
Bjorn kind of does that. It's like, oh Jesus,
Who's that?
it's a hippie I met once.
His name was very catchy. He was here, and then,
I will say I did help him, but holy crap, does he got some skills?
yeah, you did.
Hi, I'm back.
You're still my favorite ninja. Anyway,
Thank you.
hi, good job.
Yee.
Tail wagging.
You did tell him that you're now in our crew, right?
No, I was gonna let you do that.
Oh, you should have.
Oh, I was gonna let you do it because you've been here for a while already, and I'm new. So I figured it would probably be better coming from you. If it comes from me,
Hey,
there's just gonna
Bjorn. Bjorn,
Yeah,
the Kobold's joining. Is that fine?
I got no problem with it.
See, told you.
I don't know. I just met you people.
We are like the laid-back group here.
I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know that yet. Again, I just met you people. And earlier you made me blind for a second and also fed me a fish that gave me a panic attack, so...
We like pranks.
I get that, but you'll forgive me for being a touch cautious.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, why the name Skunk? Is it because of your cloak? Is it actually a skunk?
No. No. Okay, no, well, for one thing, no, this cloak is not actually a skunk. I did used to wear a skunk skin, like the skin of the skunk I was found in as a hatchling for a while, but that kind of got old and it got a lot of damage and it stopped looking cool. So eventually I got this new one, got a custom paint job. I'll kind of twirl a bit to show it off. And I was named Skunk by my mom because she found me as a hatchling, just abandoned in a hollowed out, dead, really big skunk. Like, I was only like a...
There are dire skunks exist?
I mean, I don't know if it was a dire skunk or if it was just the one that had just eaten a bunch, but it was big.
Giant
It was
skunks
big,
are
and Mom... It was just big, and Mom found me in it when I was like a few hours old. I was being stalked by a bunch of little hostile lizard thingies. Ironic, right? She chased them off, and she thought I was cute, so she took me home, and before you knew it, she was raising me as her kid.
Huh. Okay.
That's actually why I'm so good at the whole sneaky thing, because she was super good at the sneaky thing. Also, she was really, really good with a bow and arrow, and she did a lot of hunting for our home, so she taught me how to do that, and that's why I'm such a good shot.
Where is your home?
It's like somewhere really way in the mainland. Town's called Addernotch. I could point it out to you if I had a map, but honestly, I don't know exactly off the top of my head.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like somewhere south of some place called Fummick.
Mother lab.
Fummich?
Umok?
That was it.
Huh. Okay.
So it's way further into the map that I don't have on the screen. That's fine.
I'll just mark where I'm thinking about it. Yark.
Ah.
Okay.
Like along that river.
Like follow
and Fumok.
Follow that river inland into the actual map that I don't have, and the town's over there somewhere.
Okay.
So, with that, you guys are officially a crew now with the added of Skunk.
Indeed.
And you will. What level do you get reliable talent? Like 10?
Uh,
Think
11.
even better. And by that I mean Yong will probably not get it.
I didn't multi-class and do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Oh, also, I will point out, this is like my most recently gained feat. I do have blind sense.
Ooh, nice.
It doesn't mean I can see in darkness, but if I'm able to hear, I am aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creatures within 10 feet of me. So.
I mean, you probably could have spotted us out in the zone of darkness.
Oh, absolutely, but Skunk is not used to not being able to see things. He relies a lot on his eyes and on his nose. You take those things away from him, and he kind of freaks out a wee bit.
Yeah, obviously.
Especially his nose. He's like a bloodhound, this boy.
Alrighty. So, then you will get, I think, did you want to have your brief conversation with Oak on screen, Sam? I'm fine either way. It would probably be relatively short.
Yeah, sure, why not? I can be cryptic. I at least try to, and fail. So yeah, it's just, I guess when it's like, everyone is like probably settling down to go to sleep.
I would like to point out that I don't know if you would specifically need anything from Oak, because I believe...
No, it is something that Oak has, because it is a requirement for the spell.
Right.
And I know he has it, and because she doesn't want to go get new ones made or anything and have that whole fun discussion with her, she wants the one that Oak has.
I think... Let me double check the... I'm pretty sure that you don't do you need 2 rings for the spell?
Yes.
Or 2?
It says a pair.
Yeah.
It is a monetary advice of 50 gold for the pair.
Gotcha. That makes more sense. Okie dokie. That's what I thought.
Yeah. So that's why she's just gonna be like, hey, And she's going. Yeah, so she's gonna like try to find him like when everyone's probably like going to bed. Hey, oh, can I talk to you privately?
Yeah, what's up?
Away from ears.
Okay.
So I've seen you do something. I've seen you do a spell.
The heck? You okay
Ow?
over there, David?
Yeah?
Was that from you?
Where'd that?
Think.
Wasn't me.
I mean, if it was a really loud sliding sound, it might have been you if you didn't notice it.
Anyway, it's fine.
Yeah. So I was going. Getting distracted. So it's like I've seen you do a spell, and I've recently found out that I can do a similar spell, and I've seen you use it with your sister, and I was wondering, just to make it easier, because I know you probably had another pair, so if you wanted to help protect someone else in the group, I can take this component for the spell off your hand, so I don't have to, talk to your sister about it. Are you understanding what I'm getting at? Because I don't know.
Oak will chuckle, and he will hand over the other of the pair.
Yes. Da-da-da-da, she got a platinum ring. Aha. Thank you. We never had this talk, okay?
Before that,
what?
How's all of that going, by the way?
Going quite well. I hear a cat.
Yeah, it's cat over here.
Okay.
There might be a cat on the boat. Who knows?
Sure, why not? It's competition for Skunk on the brats.
Yeah. No, Skunk, you can't eat the cat.
I wasn't going to eat the cat.
I should hope not.
Yes, we like cats.
Unless it attacks me first, then all bets are off.
Then don't provoke it?
I'm not gonna. I'm trying to take a nap.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's going quite well. We are quite happy. Yeah,
Is she going to know that you're going to make use of the spell? Or are you just going to do it in the next big combat?
I don't know if she's going to know. Well, she's probably going to know that she's not getting hurt as bad as not getting hurt as bad as any of like the attacks would.
This conversation didn't happen, right?
Yeah. Silver is just completely red in the face, just like have a good night. Oh, how am I going to sleep tonight? Okay. She
Tell
just
Yong
like goes
I
off
said
to
have a
bed.
good night.
I will.
All right.
Oh dear Lord. Helm, give me
Don't you
strength.
mean dear Helm?
Yeah, dear Helm, give me strength.
So we will move on from that, and everyone will finally make their way to Ebon. Is knowing that they're going to arrive by boat, is Razzo going to meet them in the docking town? Or is he going to wait and mark?
I imagine he would be in Mork, yeah.
Okay. So
They have to find him, right?
I mean, they would have to. He did say in the first part of the message, "Make haste to Mork." So, I just didn't
Also,
want to end.
Did Oak hear anything from Ozza about what's going on in Ebon?
And also the fact that the party has me wanting to talk to her.
Yes. So
is she alive?
Oh, she's fine.
Okay, good.
In speaking about, I'm just gonna give you, because Oak's not gonna hide anything from you, so,
That's fine.
I'm just going to...
That you know.
I'm going to project
Sorry,
it as...
wrong chat.
I'm going to project it as, you know, as if Ozza was basically talking to you guys with Oak acting as a telephone. She will be okay with, potentially meeting up, assuming that, you guys will tell her when you are about to arrive and not just, like, show up on her cave step.
We don't know where her cave is.
That too. So,
Okay.
It's like, you don't know where she is, but she would be okay interacting with such a character. But she didn't want to divulge in that particular sending where her location is. So you're not going to get her location, but you are going to get confirmation of she'll be okay talking to someone who wants to speak to dragons about some mirror or other. That's fine. And then in reference to what's going on in Mork, she will confirm that Mork is in a bit of shambles right now. It's not doing so great.
And what about my letter?
And she promises to actually read
As
Thor's letter.
Good, because I can easily, like, communicate with her via letter than sending.
She'll detail to Oak that you will get a letter response from her very soon.
Yay!
So, we'll go from there. But I don't want to just skip over potential events in Morkita, because it is the docking town that would come first. And you're not going to meet Razzo until you actually get into Mork. You're going to, unless you want to risk traveling.
At least, like, we can at least, like, have Oak send messages, be like, "Hey, we made it to Ebon. We're in Morkita, heading towards Mork. Unless you can meet us here?" Question mark.
Yeah.
Oh, and someone will remind Oak to make sure he is sending messages home to let his family know, "Hey, we're doing this."
Oh yeah, he done that first time through. He got enough of his grounding the first time. He's telling Mama where he's going. Yeah. So, I think I will say that you guys will actually pick back up with you guys in Morkita and preparing to take the trip to Mork proper and figuring out how you're going to achieve that, whether or not you want to walk through a potential blizzard or have an escort. Or purchase or rent out the stone so that you can do it yourself. So, anyway, I think that will be a good place to end it, with everyone finally making dock at Morkita.
Hey, Skunk, look. Snow.
Be careful, it's cold.
You'll sniff at the air a few times, wince.
Why does my nose hurt?
the cold.
Wait, isn't this the capital city?
Oh wait, you're right.
Incorrect!
Morquita was.
Yeah,
the
because I
capital.
thought.
This one's the one we want.
So what? Yeah, what
There we
is
go.
the actual port town?
That was it, because it has a smiling goblin and the wrong yak. No, wait.
The wrong yak.
This is where we got Bjorn, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Is this actually Mork?
No.
No.
This is Mirfell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Mork from here, I seem to recall.
This was on the way, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mirfell.
We stopped
is
in this
the-
town.
Mirfell is the docking town. I just said the wrong
And our
one.
compass.
Anyway, I will temporarily, boop, there's this thing.
Yeah, let's do this.
I'm going to get rid of this shenanigan.
Oh.
Which one?
The smiley face.
No. Okay.
Smiley face was so pretty.
Oh.
Okay, and so you are here. And then that will then be this map.
The cursed city.
The cursed compass is here, and that's fine. It can remain. So, that is where we'll end it for tonight. And we will pick back up with you guys, finding your way to Mork however you wish to do so.
Alrighty.
Skunk has
Awesome.
arrived in the party.
Yay!
Woo!
And
We
have
still
a
need
panic
to
attack.
sign out.
And he's already made an impression, I feel.
He has, yes.
Yes.
He's made
I will want
silver
us to
go.
have-
He's made silver go almost maternal.
Alright, well, we can talk about that after recording is stopped. We gotta do our outro.
So,
So let's do. This has been Shadows from Kenneth, and join us next time can be Sam.
This has been Shadows of Gradiriel.
Okay.
What's that?
His attempt
good?
sound like Skunk.
You didn't do a very good job. It sound like this. Not counting the voice crack.
oh dear Lord, his picture. I just saw the picture.
What?
Was that Razzo?
I don't know.
What? What?
What picture?
What?
Anyway, so
What?
join us next time where we try to make our way to Mork and find out what the hell's going on with it.
Indeed.